foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Haynes. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Clemson will send the punt team out. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Taken down right away. Crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the left. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Levitt. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Motion from the back. Direct snap. It's Wesco. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play.
For the marker. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Man, when you're in plus territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked.
100%. That's coach. We got this. Absolutely. We want more points. We got to go for it. I believe in my guys. The players always try to go for it.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. They'll give it to Johnson. There he goes. The 20. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Clemson. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Right back to it. Here's some daylight. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Throws to the tight end. Right side, it's Green. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Turns into the pile. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the run, it's Haynes. Breaks into the open. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll go to the counter play. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get the first through the air. Out wide left, it's Johnson. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. From the gun, running back on the move. They were all over it.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Give to the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking to throw on 3rd. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, it's Berry. Defense all over him.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
That's just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. And 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Out wide right, it's Berry. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. Left side is Wilson. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situations. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Snaps it, and he has to have it. It's complete. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Off play action on 1st down. And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. You'd better pay it off when you get starting field position like that, going 23 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Running inside, it's Johnson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Going with the counter play here. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run him again, and he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Wesco. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Hits inside, it's Johnson.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Haynes. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Haynes. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here comes the heat. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Wesco. To the 15. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To throw, it's Levitt. Moving out to the right. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Snap in the shotgun. Pulls it in. It's Brown. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And finally, their big play receiver gets in the stat column with his first catch of the game, and we're here late in the second quarter. You got to give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've done a nice job taking him away and limiting his damage. Let's see if they can keep it up, though, because when this guy gets hot, he's virtually unstoppable.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Press center downs going to the air. Turns it upfield. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab. It's Durham. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Look out! He'll try to do it himself. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Taking a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I feel like that was predetermined. Like, they told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now. His last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Wants to throw on third. Got his man. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Rushes on. Makes the grab. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. LSU right back to the line. Second down, gonna throw it. They're all over him. Takes a hit as he fires. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Turning it on! Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
One more snap coming before halftime. Drops back on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Tigers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This will push them to 2.
He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the counter. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically.
The run inside. It's Haynes. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Left side is Wesco. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Looking for the edge. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced the negative play, now setting up fourth down.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Takes the handoff, it's Berry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The fake and wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Green. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Right side, it's Green. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
LSU getting set on first and 10. The running back has it. Fights off a defender. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On play action. Left side, it's Thomas. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Pulls it on the option, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
Number 8 set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
The handoff to Johnson. He's past the marker. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Tight end now in motion. Straight ahead, it's Haynes. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Wesco. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Under pressure. And down he goes. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Green. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Can't hang on, he muffs it. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have one period to play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the counter. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And you need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Long way to go on second down. Looking for space. It's Berry. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Moving the pocket, it's Levin. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Going with the ground game left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Third and 6 yards to go. Changing the routes with his receivers. From the gun, it's Haynes. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. At the end of that play, whistles blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They'll give it to Johnson. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running the red zone, it's Davidson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Takes the handoff, it's Haynes. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to slip through and pick it up. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Out the lead, and now they can't catch it with a field goal.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Well, they turned the ball over on that last drive, ended up giving up a field goal, and now they could really use a touchdown this time around. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Sets his feet, it's Levin. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Running a screen on an early down, you might think you'd really catch them trying to be aggressive in a pass rush or something, but the defense had the answer that time.
Yeah, and the offense has to do a better job selling that. A lot of times when you run a screen, I need to buy time, right? I need to give that pass rush the ability to rush up the field, sneak a little bit behind them, and then dump it off. They might have rushed that a little bit on that play.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Out wide left, it's Durham. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Left side, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
They'll run it. It's Berry. Got some room headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
On the move. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. They want to throw it. He wants it all. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
You Just can't say enough about how this defense has played today. They came in here, David, as the underdog. They wanted to prove everybody wrong. They got turnovers today, and they get a massive stop at the end of the game when they need it most. Just can't say enough about the D.
Man, they were the underdogs, but this defense, they thought they could play fast. They thought they could cause some havoc, and they did. And how about this at the end of the game? When you needed it the most, they called game. They got the big stop, came up crucial in crucial moments.
A delay of game penalty like that just riles up the defense even more. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack,